ASA Classic coverage is brought to you by Elite. All right, Darren Christenbury, we're looking here at the known pro standings there. We had Kyle Douglas, 2020 Vegas champ, up there at 442. Robert Householder, 440. He is the ASA Shooter of the Year in known pro. Connor Sears at 440. Jeff Raney, 438. Brady Hempen, 436.
Yeah, this is a close race right here. These guys are obviously using rangefinders. It's known pro, so 6 points from first to fifth. This is really anybody's ball game. I see some familiar names up there. Obviously, Kyle Douglas, Robert Householder, Connor Sears is rocking an awesome new hairdo. So anything could happen out there right now.
All right, let's go to Louis Holmes for our shooter introductions.
We have the 14s all marked up. These guys know the yardage. It's time to have the known pros. First up, sitting in fifth place, shooting for Hoyt, Brady Hempen from Paducah, Kentucky. 440 with 22 bonus rings. Sitting in fourth, shooting for PSE, Jeff Raney from Wichita, Kansas, a 440 with 23 bonus rings. Sitting in third, shooting for Matthews, Connor Sears from Texas with a 442 with 21 bonus rings. Sitting in second, shooting for Matthews, Robert Householder from Alabama, 442 with 23 bonus rings. And Kyle Douglas, shooting for PSE from Utah, sitting in first place with a 444 with 24 bonus rings.
All right, Darren, as we mentioned, rangefinders in play here. So they're going to know exactly the distance to these targets. And we're going to have a little different format here. It's going to be single file shooting. So once Kyle shoots, we're going to move then next to Brady, over to Jeff Raney, Connor Sears, and then end up with Robert Householder. So.
Yeah, the graphic that I saw on the TV I think is a little bit different. There, it's perfect there. We're 4 points from first to fifth now. So this is truly anybody's ball game with 5, potentially 6 arrows to go. So this will be interesting.
Look at Kyle Douglas, as we mentioned, 2020 Vegas shoot champion. That is one of the biggest tournaments in the world that you can win. Indoor archery.
Kyle called upper 12 there. I'm surprised. I would think with that being the shortest target, him as good a shooter as he is, knowing the distance, that he would gun at that 14, and he might be. But he did call upper 12. We'll see what he does here. He went at the upper 12 and got a 10.
Wow. Brady Hempen, 19 years old, is Brady Hempen from Paducah, Kentucky.
Brady's a good shooter.
Shooting at that aoudad. I think he got that one.
That's a 12.
Now here's Jeff Raney. As we mentioned, new faces.
This
is his first shoot down.
Good for him. Looks like he's aiming good too.
He is a rookie in the known pro division as well.
Holding a long time. Good shot.
Connor Sears, another 19 years old.
Got an awesome hairdo. Second time I've mentioned that. I like it.
Oh, just off for a 5. And now we got Robert Householder, Shooter of the Year, 2-time Shooter of the Year. And if he called upper, I'm sure he did.
He
pounded
smoked it.
that.
Yeah, he did.
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
We can't see all of it as it develops, so we don't know sometimes who shoots upper and who doesn't. But here's Kyle.
Here comes Kyle on the links. He takes a 10. In this division, you got to hit bonus
You have
points
to.
in this shoot down.
To shoot 40-some up every tournament is, that's getting it done.
This is going to be Brady Hempen. Oh, wow, they're taking a look.
I thought that was pretty clear from that first camera angle.
Let's see what Don Bailey pulls out here. Yep, he's
Yep,
right
12.
on 12.
That tightened things up a little bit.
452.
He was in 5th. Now he's 2 points out of the lead.
Next up, we got Jeff Raney with a 10. Moves him to 450. Now we're going to go to Connor Sears. Connor's one of the first folks under 18 and under to shoot a perfect 900 in Vegas. He's going to take a 5 on this one.
That really hurts right there, too.
He's not going to
As
like
tight
that.
as those scores were, that hurts.
And Robert.
Called the upper.
Yeah, he did.
And smashed it.
So, now we've got a tie.
Yeah. After one arrow.
After one arrow.
Yeah.
That's how fast it can change. Robert Householder swung around to the #1 target, so this is the shortest one. This is the links.
Yeah, we've shot one arrow. We've got a tie for first. Brady was in 5th. He's jumped up to 2nd. Connor was in 3rd. He's dropped to 5th. So that's how fast and how important each arrow is in this division. How fast it can change and how important, I should say, how important each arrow is.
Robert's calling the upper on the links.
I'm surprised. I thought these guys would just mash the gas at this 14 on this target.
He did.
Okay.
There you go.
That makes more sense to me.
Kyle Douglas up here from Utah.
Kyle's got a look of determination on his face.
Yeah.
Here's Brady. He holds that post so steady. It's just barely moving out there.
Just left. Jeff Raney, he shot awesome this weekend. Everybody was like, who's that guy, Jeff Raney?
Mm-hmm.
They know who he is now.
Yep. Just left
Just
at the 12. See if Connor goes
Sears.
at the 14 here. I bet he will. No.
Oh.
Man,
he must have something going on there
Low
with
right
his sight.
for an 8 there.
All right. Robert Householder with a 14. Moves him to 468.
So he's going to take a 4-point lead with that arrow now.
Kyle Douglas is going to take a 10. 464. Coming over to Brady Hempen. It's going to be a 10 as well. 462. Now we've got Jeff Raney on that Wolverine. He's going to take a 10 to get to 460. Here's Connor Sears. This is his first ever pro shoot down, so
He might be having trouble seeing with these lights, and an 8.
it's an 8.
Depending on his lens, aperture, clarifier, whatever he's got in there. This fluorescent lighting can make it difficult. I don't know what he's got going on there, but those arrows were impacted weird from knowing the distance.
All right, Connor Sears at 455. That is correct.
So Householder's got a 4-point lead.
Connor's first up here.
Kyle's in second. Brady's in third.
Shortest target here. Let's see what he does. Something's going on.
I think he'll go with the 14 here. He almost has to with dropping points on the first 2 targets. No, still win at the 12. 10. Just hit above it there for a 10, I believe. Householder's see
up.
If he can build on his lead. I'd say he did.
He always calls uppers, yep. Kyle Douglas. Got it.
12. Good shot, Kyle. Brady on that long Wolverine.
Long hold.
I see a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, just
probably
off.
Got the 10.
Yep. Now we got Jeff Raney on the XL Deer.
Jeff's got some long arrow point in that thing.
He does.
He went at the 14.
Just off.
Just left for a 5, I believe.
All right, let's see what we got here for Connor Sears on the links.
Making Don work, putting on the glasses, getting out the light. I say 10.
Yeah, little too much of the arrow in the center bonus ring, or excuse me, center 10 ring.
Obviously don't have the final say, but
10, yep. 465 for Connor Sears. Next up, we're going to go to Robert Householder.
things are working for him. He's going to increase his lead here.
Wow. 480 for Robert Householder.
Good
Kyle
12 for
Douglas
Kyle.
comes back with a 12. 476. Now we've got Brady Hempen. That's going to be a 10 for Brady. 472. Jeff Raney at this deer.
Just left for a 5. Those 5s hurt so bad.
Yeah. 465.
Especially in the known class. They're so hard to come back from because these guys are just top-notch shooters, and when they know the distance, they hit what they're aiming at the majority of the time.
So Jeff Raney moves around to our number 1 target. Again, the shortest one, the lynx. There you see him setting his sight.
I wonder if Kyle will go for this 14 on the deer when he gets to it down here. He's got to get through this Wolverine here.
Jeff Raney.
Householder has just got a 4-point lead since Kyle 12 that Javelina, so I thought he had extended it to 6, but correction, there is still just 4 points.
Just over it.
Good strong shot, but it's going to get an 8.
Connor Sears is aiming at the Aoudad.
I think he's just under the 14.
Yep. Next up, Robert Householder on the Javelina.
10.
Now here we go, Kyle Douglas on that Wolverine.
Just over it.
Also. And finally, Brady Hempen here on the XL Deer.
Strong
Got
shot. Good shot, Brady.
Went for the 12, and he got it. All right, let's see what our scores are here. This is Jeff Raney on the links. He's going to take an 8. 473.
So close on that audad, but it's going to be just low, I believe.
Yeah, that's Connor Sears. Also an 8. .473 as well. Robert Householder takes a 10, 490.
Still a great shot on that.
486. Robert keeps his 4-point lead, and now here we come to Brady Hempen. We're going to get a bonus ring here. Well. All right, well, that podium is now Brady Hempen is only 2 back of Kyle Douglas in second place there.
And Brady's going to the shortest target here. Kyle's on the deer. I don't know how aggressive Brady tends to be in this situation, but he really needs to 14 this. I don't know if I'm channeling any energy to him right now, but Brady, you need to 14 this if you want to have a chance to win this thing, I think.
Brady finished in second for Shooter of the Year in this division. Not bad for a 19-year-old kid.
He called upper. Let's see if he does what Householder did. Call upper and then shoot at the 14. No.
Oh, center.
10.
Jeff Raney now on the audad.
Boy, he holds that bow nice.
Stabilizer sitting
Barely
nice and
moving.
steady. Oh, I can't see that. Looks like it's tall, but I can't see the top of it. Connor Sears.
Good 12.
Got it. Now, here's Robert Householder on that long javelina. He did call upper.
Good 10.
And now Kyle Douglas on this deer, which is on the closer end. Oh, he went right at it.
Yeah.
No question there.
Chance for Kyle to make a move there.
Unbelievable.
It changes arrow to arrow. It's interesting.
Brady Hempen with a 10, 494. Now here's Jeff Raney. I think that's just out, but
We can't see over the roll of
No.
the target. I can't tell for sure. It's an 8.
an 8. Connor Sears took the 12. Good
Connor
for
found
him.
that bonus ring. Good for him.
485.
He had a little bit of a rocky start there, but he found one there. That's good.
This was Robert Householder with a 10 on the long javelina.
I believe we're tied up.
And here comes our 14.
I believe we are all tied up.
That pending the score. Yes, we are all tied up atop the board. Kyle Douglas, he made his big move today. He shot well yesterday, but today was when he really started smashing it.
Yeah. And Robert came down to the last arrow for Shooter of the Year, I believe.
He
and
did.
It's going to come down to the last arrow for the Classic.
That might not be good for your heart having a weekend like that.
No. Robert's such a soft-spoken guy. He's such a nice kid.
He works full-time in an archery shop. That's his job.
I'd let him set my bow up.
That's the thing I asked him. I said, you know, when guys come in to get their bow set up, do they know who you are? And, you know, he's soft-spoken. He said, yeah, some of them do. More of them are getting to know it now.
Yeah.
But he practices. I mean, we're shooting 3D here. He said his practice is 20 yards indoor on a Vegas face, which is basically a bullseye, you know, your standard bullseye target. That's how he practices.
That's interesting to see or to hear that too, because, you know, he's got a reference, you know, a bullseye. Obviously, you know, Vegas face has a yellow center. If you're shooting, you know, lenses and clarifiers, you can see the Super X in there. But on a lot of these targets, especially out when we're shooting the qualifying rounds, you can't see any detail or definition. You're just like silhouetting some of these things. So, you know, hats off to him for having that practice routine and as successful as he is with this game. Good for him.
Brady Hempen is going to be our first shooter up, and they pushed that blessed buck back about as far as they can.
So Brady's 6 points off the lead. He can't finish any worse than third. He might as well try to 14 it. Let's see if I can channel you some of that energy now, Brady. You need a 14 here.
Called upper.
He went at it.
Just off. Good shot.
Good for him. Good weekend. Nothing wrong with third place in that class. I think we said it before. Hempen, Brady Hempen, we're going to hear that name a lot.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Now, Robert's actually in a good position here. If he can hit a bonus ring, he puts all the pressure back on Kyle.
Yeah.
Not that Kyle can't handle it. Not that he can't handle it, but he's in a good spot right here. Kyle will definitely know what he has to do. I think you smashed the 12 here. And if he does, then Kyle has a decision to make. Do you go with the 14 and try to win it outright? Bonus ring's about the same size. Guess it depends on what they can see when they're aiming. Oh, he went for it.
Just over with a 5.
So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
8 to win.
He shrugs his shoulders. Still smiling.
Not a bad way for Kyle Douglas to finish out the summer of his. He's not done yet, but finish out the summer of his 2020 season.
A guy with his skill set just needs an 8 to win. I'd bet some money on this arrow. That's a good look right there, right over the shoulder.
This will be his first ASA win. Kyle Douglas, his young career.
Kyle lives in Utah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got hunting season on the brain because their elk season probably comes in any day.
He has already shot a mule deer this year.
Oh, perfect.
He's on the board. There he goes.
Center 10, done.
Why not?
There's that familiar smile.
That's great for Kyle, getting your first win. He's going to come on over here. We're going to talk to Kyle here in a second. He's getting lots of congratulations, everybody knows. That's his first win there. Good weekend for PSE. Here comes Kyle Douglas over to our headset.
He'll be able to pay somebody to skin his elk now.
I think so.
He won't have to do it himself.
Kyle Douglas, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, Kyle Douglas. Darren Christenbury here. First ASA win, right?
Yeah, first one.
What's better, killing a big elk, winning Vegas, or winning an ASA tournament?
It depends on how big the elk is.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Hey, great shooting. Congrats. I mean, obviously, you've won Vegas. You can win some indoors. This is going to do nothing but boost your confidence in a 3D game. I mean, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I feel really good about this. You know, I've been shooting ASA for the last couple years and had a couple close calls, but just haven't got it done yet. So I'm glad to finally get one under my belt.
Well, man, you're polishing up that resume. You're a threat anywhere you go. Congratulations. Great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Great win for Kyle Douglas there. Darren Christenbury. This was a different season. You know, sad to see it come to an end, but yet glad to see it come to an end just because of everything we had to deal with this year.
We've had a lot of hurdles. The abbreviated archery season, it's just been, you know, obvious reasons, it's been a incredible, weird year. So hunting season for me starts a week from tomorrow in Wyoming. It's bittersweet. I'm kind of glad archery season's over, but I'll be looking forward to January and February when it all starts over again.
That's awesome. Folks, we appreciate you joining us this entire season here. Competition Archery Media. Look for us next year, 2021 ASA Shooter Season of the Year.
That's a good feeling to know I can make this bow do whatever I want it to do and it will react.
This thing is just so much more stable and it just controls an arrow so well.
Coolest part about it is all you need is a Torx wrench and a couple of Allen wrenches and you can just stand there on the line. You don't have to run in and put it in the press and move those shims. This is a dream to work with right now.
One chance, one moment, one shot.
Announcing the new patent-pending Carbo-Flax Stabilizers. A biocomposite blend of carbon and flax. Flax plant yields a natural fiber with very advanced properties. Flax offers 3 times the vibration dampening of glass and 20% more than carbon. Natural composites are up to 15% lower weight than carbon fiber. True Ball Excel. We make archery better.